Hello everyone, Dr. Nolan Rollins here, and I plan on going over the next couple of weeks of the expectations I have of you and what you can expect from me. But before I do that, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge some of the unrest here on campus. There's unfortunately been a series of events that are really concerning. And while I applaud Student Government Association and how they've started a conversation with administration, I did also want to take the time to notify you of two existing programs that are phenomenal resources. The first one is counseling services. Counseling services can mean really anything. They can help you manage your time. They can perhaps help you with improving your academic performance. If you need help coping with some anxiety, if there's been a grief or a hardship in your life, we have phenomenal counselors, and I call them phenomenal just based on student reports. I've known a number of students throughout my years at DSU that did need some help, and I referred them to counseling services, and they came back in later weeks and said, I didn't think about going. I didn't even know this was a free service, but they were great. I felt safe sharing information, and I walked away with some tools. The other um, group we have is the Center for Disability Resources. Now, they have helped me a lot um, understand letters of accommodation. Um, they've given me tools to improve my teaching and help me make content accessible. And Center for Disability Resources is another place that helps a just a huge group of students with a lot of other things. It could be mental illness and it's temporary, or it could be a physical disability, or it could be a learning disability. It could be kind of an injury, like I've had students that were in sports and got a concussion, and they did temporary letters. So if there's anything getting in the way of you doing your best here at Delaware State University and you need help, uh, you go to the Center for Disability Resources. They manage all your paperwork, um, and they produce a letter that goes out to the professor. Now, me as a professor, I don't get to ask why. I don't get to ask how come they got this accommodation, or what is their diagnosis. Those things are off the table of conversation by the time it reaches a professor like myself. What I know is I receive a letter, and it is federal law that I have to abide by that letter. So if that letter says this student needs time and a half on quizzes and tests, I would work with the Center for Disability Resources, and I have. There was a point in time where I didn't know how to do an adaptive release, and they showed me, and the student got the extra time they needed, and I was able to pick up a new skill. So they've been wonderful, and you can reach out to them if you think you need a temporary letter for something that you're going through in your life. If you, in the past in high school or at other universities, if you've had letters of accommodation, um, then they would review that, and maybe you need them here. I don't know, but I know a great group of people that are willing to help you, and they've helped me too. So those two, now that I've mentioned those two resources, I'm going to go ahead and revisit Blackboard here. So we're in week 3. I call this Teams Week. I call it Teams Week because we make a Teams meeting. And I need you to send me a list of days you are available. I need 3 days and times, and I did an example here. It just can look like this. You can post this in Blackboard. You can make a Word doc and post a Word doc. I don't care. Get me something in Blackboard that says, Dr. Rollins, I'm free on day and time. Oh, that's the 30th. Okay. That's all I need. And I will respond with a calendar invite. And then you need to accept the calendar invite. And I give you until Wednesday to do that. So your list is due tomorrow at 11:59, and your confirmation of appointment is due at 11:59 on the 25th, that Wednesday. Now, you will get 100 points if and only if you attend your team's meeting on time. There are a couple caveats to that. I understand life happens. If life happens and for whatever reason you need to reschedule, no big deal. Just give me 24 hours and I won't even penalize you. Also, sometimes technical issues get in the way. If you are running late because of a connection issue or any other reason like that, shoot me an email. Hey, Doc, I'm running late. or hey doc, I need help, or hey doc, can we do this in another platform? Those just have to come to me as soon as you know it's a problem. And what we're really setting up and what we're talking about in our individual meetings are your submissions. By the time I meet with you, I will go over your introduction and innovation assignment, and that way you will know what to correct before the end of week number 4. So week number 4 goes till the 3rd, and that's when you get to resubmit your introduction and your innovation. So just by resubmitting, you get 25 points. Okay. If you did, and there were a couple people that did really well, they got like a 55 out of 60, and you're like, well, I'm not really interested in putting in the work to get 5 points. That's up to you. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Don't just resubmit the same paper. Just resubmit a statement saying I'm satisfied with my grade and I opt out of the opportunity to resubmit. By opting out and sending me a note that you opted out, you'll get 25 points. Now, if you have got a 55 out of 60 and there were just a couple of things you need to fix them. I'll regrade it. I will update your grade. So perhaps you will get that 60 out of 60 and get 25 points for your response. That's all I got. Please send me an email if any of this is unclear. I look forward to meeting with you all individually. We will not meet as a group in weeks 3 and weeks 4. Thank you. Bye.